Okay, I hope you that you don't download the folder of classwork 7, uh, but we will get one of the examples of classwork 6 and we will make a section in that problem. Okay, so we will choose okay, we will choose classwork number 6 and the problem number 6 also. So the first step, as we know, that we would change our ID number underscore problem 6. So we have to rename. We will do the same 9 steps. Okay, now we have to open this model. Okay, maximize it, then file. Okay, make a drawing sheet. A4, everything is okay. Display sheet format, okay. Step number 2, we have to make it in first angle. So right click, then go here in the arrows, properties, first angle, then apply changes. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna drag the front first. I'll put it here. Then as we can see that we have to change the scale because the drawing is very small. So this is the top and this is the right, and we have to download the isometric, drag the isometric, okay, to make it in the lower left side of the page. Now we have to change the scale. Step number 3 is changing the scale. So the scale, as we can see, if we just zoomed out, we'll see the front and the top and the right very small, so the technician would suffer to understand what is this question talking about. Okay, so use custom scale 1 to 5. This is the default, so let's change it to be 1 to 2. I believe 1 to 2 is okay. If we just drag this to the left a little bit, drag this to the top, down a little bit, drag the front a little bit to keep space here to add the dimension, and keep space here to add the dimension. I'll keep this a little bit down. Okay, and this one, no problem. I'll put it in the color cube, and I'll make it 1 to 3, custom define. So like it 1 2 3. Okay. Okay. Now this is our. Now we'll add the dash lines. Step number 4. We will add the dash line. But before that, because we want to make the question would be that he want a front view section. This is the question. So he want the front view section, which means that the diagonal lines would be on. Okay, would be on the front. If he asks you to make a right view section, so the diagonal would be in the right. Very simple. If he wants the top section, so the diagonal would be in the top. Now he wants the front view section. Okay, how can we do that? Before we add the dash line, before everything, how we can do that? We will cut, okay, this model from the top. Okay, we will cut from the top, and we see from the front. Okay, so how can we make this section? Okay, yeah, if you go to the drawing, one of these choices is section view. So we would choose section view, but I would choose the top. So click on the section view. Okay, I want to cut this area from the middle, but it's not vertical. I will make it horizontal. So we make it from here we make this section horizontal, and I want it to be in the middle. Okay, I want to make the cut from the top and in the middle, not upper side or lower side, in the middle. So if you click here, any place in this point, okay, in the center, click, then check. Okay. As you can see, he made like a discussion area. He said that when you cut from the top, he faced two ribs. So we have like a rule in the drawing that if the cut, okay, if we faced a rib, when we cut, we faced a rib, and we want to make a cut in this rib, so we have two ribs here, so we'll cut here and we cut here also. So we have like a rule that if we have a cut that is along the rib, okay, we will not make a diagonal lines for this rib. Okay, so the rib will be the diagonal lines will be on all the area have been cut, but the rib is not considered, okay, in the diagonal lines. We have this rule. Okay, so he said there are ribs. Do you want this rib to be included? I would say no. So I have to click on the rib, this one and this one, so it's not included in the diagonal lines. Okay, so click OK. After we click OK, we can go up. Now this is our new section. After we make the section, this is our new front view. So click on that. Okay, escape. As you can see, this area has been cut and we have a diagonal line. As you can see also, we cut the rib into half, but we didn't consider the rib. We have a rule that the ribs, okay, is not included in the diagonal lines. Okay, what should I do? I have to delete, right click on the front and delete the front, click OK, and go down and okay, and make the new front section in the state of the previous one. Okay, so this is the section after we have a section. We made a section in the front, and this is the shape after cutting. Okay, now as you can see that who is now the let's say the controller. We usually use the front as a controller for the rest of the views, the right and the top. But as you can see, the front here is not the controller anymore. Who controlled the view? The top. When we move the top, the front go right and left. Okay, but it has to be that the front has to be the controller of the both the front and the top, right? So there is like we have here a mistake. We have to change this mistake, correct this mistake, to make the front the controller of both views. So what should we do here? First of all, we have to go to the top, then the top, or the new controller, which is the top here. So right click, then alignment. Sorry, not don't go to the top. we have to go to the view that has the section, right click, then alignment, break alignment. First of all, we have to go to the view that has the diagonal lines, then alignment, break alignment. After we break the alignment, you can see that the front is free now. Okay, but we have to reconnect the top to the front, and we reconnect the right to the top. Okay, but first of all, you have to make the view that has the section, we have to make it free. How we can do that? So right click, alignment, break alignment, as we did. Now I have to go to the other views. So I have to go to the top, right click on the top, alignment. Okay, I want to make alignment with between the top and the front. So the relation here is vertical or horizontal. So the relation is vertical. So again, right click on the top, alignment, vertical align, vertical alignment, vertical alignment. Click on the right vertical alignment, then go and click on the front. Okay, so as you can see, the front now is controlling the top, not the opposite. Okay, so this is a good relation now, a correct relation. Now we have to go again and make a relation. So we have to click on the right, don't click on the middle, click any place. Okay, here or here or here, but not in the same drawing. So right click, then alignment, horizontal or vertical with the front. The relation here is horizontal, so right click, alignment, make horizontal alignment, click, then you have to click on the front. You have to click on the front as we did in with the top. So yeah, horizontal with what? With the front. So click anywhere in the front, click, as you can see now. Okay, as you can see that the front controlling everything. He is the king. The front has to be the king. He has to move the others, not the opposite. Okay, and as you can see that there is like a center line, small gray or silver center line between the front and the top, as you can see, and the front and the right. That means that this is the relation, the correct relation, that the front is the controller or the king of this page. Okay, I'll do it again very quickly. How can we do that? Very simple. So drag the front, okay, then the top, then the right, then I'll make the scale 1 to 2. Okay, use custom scale 1 to 2. Okay, I'll keep some space here, space down. Okay, I have to keep space here to add the dimension, and the space here to add the dimension. Okay, now I have to make a section. Go to drawing, then section, then go to this point, click. You have to choose if it's this section is horizontal. Okay, we have here horizontal, so click any in the center, click, then go up. He faced a rib. He asked you, do you want to add it, to include it in the diagonal lines? We say no, so we have to exclude it. So click this rib and click this rib. Okay, and then okay, so he will not add any diagonal lines on these ribs. Okay, after that you have to go up, delete the previous one front, and go and make this front as a new view. Okay, now I have to go to the same view that has the diagonal lines, right click, alignment, break alignment, so it's free now. Now I have to go to the top, click, alignment, then vertical. With what? You have to click on the front. Here want to add a relation. So what is this relation? Vertical with the front, click. So as you can see now, the front is the controller of the top, not the opposite. The top now, he cannot go right or left because he is connected to the front, which is the king. Okay, now I have this, do the same thing, right click, alignment, horizontal. With what? You have to click on the front, click. So now the front is the king of this page. He controls everything. Okay. We have also a rule that after we make diagonal lines and the cut, we don't have to add any dashed lines for the view that has the section. Okay, so when we add the dashed lines, okay, we have to add it here, we have to add it here, but we don't have, we must not to add it here. Okay, we have a rule that the section, after we make a section, we don't have any dash lines, because in this view we have diagonal lines, so we have a rule like that. So don't add dash lines. You have to add dash lines here, you have to add the dash lines here, but the view that has the section, we don't have, you don't do that. Click here and you go to the cube and make a dash line. No, this is not correct. This is not correct. Okay, make it clear as it is. Okay, but that views doesn't have the dash line, the diagonal lines, you can add the dash lines. Okay, after that we go to the annotation, we add the center line and center mark. Okay, we'll add center line, select view, add it here, add it here, add it here. Okay, we have circles here and it has a center mark, so we don't have to add any center marks. After that you add the dimensions as we know. Okay, you add the dimensions as we know. Okay, you add the full length and the general length and width and height. Okay, I hope that this section is easy to you now. Please do that, and you make your best to add. I'll not add all the dimensions or any dimensions, because we have discussed that before with the seven things that you have to add relation. Okay, but you have to know how to make a section, especially if this section passed any ribs. So these ribs have to be not included in the diagonal lines, as we know, and we don't have to add any dash lines for the view that include diagonal lines. Okay, thank you very much, and we'll go to next question.